Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon with Yoga New Mexico, where we focus on empowerment, alignment, and strength. You are in the right place, capable and strong. Today, it is a educational piece all about Dhanurasana. That is bow pose. Bow pose. I've heard this called floor bow, but I think the more ubiquitous term is just bow. Nonetheless, we will be examining this posture in detail. Some of the things you should avoid, some of the things you should watch out for, some of the things to think about. So please go ahead, roll out your mat, and I will roll the intro screen. Thanking you all so much for being here. I am really excited to talk about bow pose because we're all at different flexibility levels, and I think this is a posture that does not get talked about very much. So, laying on the mat. First is the grip, and in your dancer's pose or your standing bow pulling, we have this grip where our hand is on the inside of our ankle, on the inside of our foot here, and that is definitely true of your standing bow, but here in floor bow, I think it's often best to have your hands grab on the outside edges of your feet. And this is the reason why, because when you grab on the inside of your feet like this, in this posture, and as you raise up, your feet come apart really far, and I think this can be taxing on your knee joint. So for now, refrain from grabbing on the inside of your foot. And I would suggest that if you're very advanced and you have enough body awareness to know where you're taxing those knees and when you're not, is then, that's cool. Maybe you can grab on the inside. But for now, I think it's better to kind of grab on the outside because, how your knees feel in this posture should kind of not even really be a thing. We have so many other things to kind of think about in this pose. So again, if you're really advanced, maybe grabbing on the inside. But for most of us, probably grab on the outside of your feet here. Okay, so you've got the grip, but if you cannot get the grip, then that's fine. Using a towel, using a strap to kind of wrap around your feet here so you can raise on up. I would say probably one of the biggest things in this posture is to have kind of an equal balance of push and kick. So you want to not kick too much. You don't want to relax and have floppy arms here and be kicking. You want to have kind of a equal push and kick. So inhales, you push and kick as you raise up. Exhales, just pause, relax for a bit. Inhale, kick and push. Exhale, pause, relax. Keep going. Relax. On down. So, again, everybody is at a really vast array of places in their practice, and I think it's important to note that wherever you are, it doesn't matter, it really, I think we all get caught up in our heads of thinking, oh, this person in their bow pose looks like this perfect teardrop shape. And that's really, I don't think, accessible for many people. And I think it's important to understand that there needs to be more of kind of an equal back bending that happens in your spine, because we don't want to just have one kind of vertebrae or one joint section being really taxed. So if you think about your spine in your bow pose, these vertebrae kind of bend this much, and then these two bend this much, and these two bend this much. It should be relatively equal, especially in that low back area. And we see these pictures on like Instagram and stuff where people are in like this bow pose that is just ridiculous. And if you look at the very like bottom of their like lumbar spine, you can tell that they're almost cheating because they're really allowing like two vertebrae to just really bend and torque. And you should have enough body awareness in your practice to not have that happen. And everybody's just built differently. I'm not, hating on these people who can do this perfect teardrop shape. It's just the fact that I think we get these mental images in our head of like, this is how, your bow pose should look, which is crap. I mean, just forget about it. Focus on your body and focus on an equal bending, equal gentle separation between each one of those vertebrae in your back, because you don't want to really tax any specific area. So kicking on up, rather than focusing on just one, having kind of an equal separation between all of them. So there is a gentle rhythm and a gentle cadence in your posture, because it's on your inhales, you kick and you pull and you lift up, and on your exhales, you just kind of relax, right? But one thing we should definitely not do is do the rocking thing. People think like, oh, I'm doing bow pose. Yay, this is my bow. And it looks absolutely ridiculous because, I don't even know what people are doing sometimes, but just think about adding a little bit of grace into your bow pose. And of course, as you kick and pull, looking up as you raise up. So that is basically your bow posture, Dhanurasana. Thank you all so much for being here. If you have comments, questions, anything, please hit me up in the comments below. I'll get back to you. Thank you guys so much from my heart to all of yours. You're a magnificent human being in the right place, capable and strong. Namaste.